What's up, guys, and welcome to another video. And in this video I want to talk about two things: the Resident Evil 2 board game that is now a thing on Kickstarter, and two, TGS 2017. I'm gonna tie these two topics together. This is probably going to be my last Resident Evil 2 remake video until we get some type of news about Resident Evil 2 remake. So let's just jump right into it. So first, let's talk about the board game. So, Resident Evil 2 board game. Now, before I even continue, I just want to say, I am not trying to attack any other YouTuber who has a different opinion about Resident Evil 2 board game. I'm not trying to go after anybody at all. This is just how I feel. For the people saying that Resident Evil 2 board game is irrelevant, I do disagree with that completely. I have a group of about 15 to 20 people. This is my friends group, and we all hang out. And usually, sometimes someone will bring out a board game and they'd all play it. I kind of stay away because I'm not a huge fan of board games except for Monopoly. But my friend will bring them and they will have a ton of fun. They're screaming and everything like that. These are just like huge board games, so it's very interesting to see them have fun with a board game. And so to people saying that it's irrelevant and no one wants it, no one will buy this board game, I feel you're completely wrong. Who knows what the mechanics and gameplay of this board game is going to be, but I'm pretty sure it will be interesting since it has the Resident Evil 2 name. But anyways, what I want to talk about specifically with this board game is the fact that Capcom is not making this. They are not making it. They're just licensing Resident Evil 2 and its properties to Steam Forged Games. Those are the people actually making this board game. And I feel there is a reason why Capcom specifically decided to license out Resident Evil 2. I will talk about that in a second. Let's move on to TGS for now. Again, I'm going to tie the board game to this in a second. So TGS 2017, the dates are on your screen in case you're wondering when it is. TGS, Capcom has always gone out of their way to actually promote a new Resident Evil title at TGS for the last 3 years. So let's go ahead at TGS 2014. TGS 2014 is when they showed off Resident Evil Remake Remaster when it was coming out on PS4, Xbox One, etc., etc. Again, they promoted this game. Everybody was so hyped, and I remember watching this too. I remember screaming and like, "Oh my god, I get to play this game that's not on the Nintendo Wii." It was a lot of hype. Moving on to 2015, we have Umbrella Corps. Everybody hated this game. This game sucked, I know, but that's not the point I'm trying to make. The point I'm trying to make is that this game was set in the Resident Evil universe. If you look at the first interviews of this game, they were promoting it as canon, which would explain all the Wesker Resident Evil 7 theories. But they did retract that. This was not canon after a while of fans pretty much attacking the game. But basically, this game was at TGS 2015, and even though people hated it, it was still a Resident Evil game. Moving on to, of course, TGS 2016 with this cringy individual. I'm sure you guys remember this. This was a fake actress. Let's just take a look at the trailer. So fucking bad. This actress was a fake actress, but my point is, again, Capcom went out of their way to show us a brand new Resident Evil game. So again, they've been doing this for the last 3 years. So I feel the point of Resident Evil 2 board game, the fact that Capcom is giving these people their license, is because they're trying to promote Resident Evil 2. They're trying to promote it. That's why specifically they decided to license RE2 instead of Resident Evil 3 for the first game, the remakes, the remasters. They only decided to do Resident Evil 2. And I feel they're doing this because, one, we're at a point in Resident Evil 2's hype cycle that the fans are demanding something. They're not asking anymore. Fans are demanding. You can check Capcom's Unity, which is their blog site. You can check out their Twitter, and you can check out their YouTube channel on every single Resident Evil 7 interview video that they have. People are demanding Resident Evil 2 now, no longer asking for it. So that's that's the point we're at right now. So anything with the Resident Evil 2 name, Capcom is just making money off of at this point, because everybody's gonna look to that product. For example, a board game. Everybody's talking about this board game. Everybody is like bashing it because it's not what they wanted. And again, I understand why they're doing that. My point is, again, they're doing this because all eyes is on Resident Evil 2. So I feel at TGS we will see Resident Evil 2 remake. We probably will see Not a Hero after Resident Evil 2 remake. Um, but that's my prediction. I think at TGS they're gonna show something Resident Evil 2 remake related, and then move over to Not a Hero, where they'll be showing some gameplay of the DLC. That's my opinion. That's what I think is gonna happen at TGS, and that is the point of this board game, Resident Evil 2, the board game. That is the whole point, just to put more eyes on the Resident Evil 2 name, to hype it up, so when TGS comes in about a month and 2 weeks, they're gonna show it. Maybe, hopefully. I was wrong about E3 2017, but I feel so much more confident than I did at E3. So we'll just have to sit and wait. All I know is for a fact that a Resident Evil game will be shown at TGS, as Capcom has done for at least the last 3 years. Anyways, that's gonna be the end of this video. Again, I might not make any more Resident Evil 2 remake videos until we get some solid news. I'm tired of talking about this game. Unclear when we will get some news. I'm gonna be out of here. Thank you, beautiful, awesome people, for listening. Deuces.